Today we are going to be looking into prime numbers. This topic is very simple and it's also one of the basics of mathematics that when you know it, you'll be able to use it to solve other questions. For example, that is what you use in your LCM. You don't see what you are using to divide in LCM. All the numbers are using to divide in LCM is prime number. Okay? So you can see it's very helpful. So if you are good at if you understand prime numbers very well, some other questions, complex questions will also be simple for you too. Okay, so let's go. So what is a prime number? Prime numbers are whole numbers that are first of one of the properties is that it is a whole number. It is the natural number and one and it is greater than one. Another property two. And it has only two factors, property three. The factors are what? One and itself. That is, if 3 is a prime number and it only has two factors, which is 1 and 3. 3, that is 3 itself. So that is that. So let's go. Let's write prime number from 1 to 10. Or let me give examples of prime numbers. Okay? Examples of prime number. 1 is not a prime number. How? One of the property, the first property is that the number must be what? Okay, a whole number, that is first one. Second one is that it must be greater than 1. So therefore 1 is not a prime number. But aside this theoretical definition, this definition, we can actually do that. Let's see. 1. 1 divided by 1 will give us 1. Is there any other factor? No, there is no other factor. So therefore 1 is not a prime number. So we'll go to the next one, 2. Is 2 a prime number? But 2 is an even number. We are taught that in school that even numbers can never be a prime number. But there is an exception. 2 is the exception. But let's see if 2 is correct. The first number we use to divide is what? 1. 2 divided by 1, is it divisible? Yes. We'll get what? 2. Okay? Then we go to the next number, 2. 2 divided by 2. Is 2 divisible by 2? Of course, yes. The answer is what? 1. Is there any other number? Of course. After 1 and 2, there's no other number you can use to divide 2. Okay? So, no whole number you can use to divide 2. So, therefore, 2 is a prime number. Why? Because it has two factors. 1 and itself. 1 and itself. Okay? So, that is that. So, therefore, 2 is a prime number. So the first prime number we have is 2. Okay? The next number we are going to look at now is, let's look at 7. Is 7 a prime number? 7. 7 is an odd number, but is it a prime number? Let's check. But then, before I go on, there is this confusion, especially to primary school students. They think that okay, yes, odd numbers are prime numbers, right? But they think that all odd numbers are prime numbers. No, it is not so. Don't mistake that too, especially as an adult. Let's see if 7 is one of them. 7 actually is an odd number, okay? But let's see how many factors it has. 7 divided by 1 is equal to, or let's say 7 divided by 1 is equal to 7. Okay? Can 2 divide 7? Of course, no, 2 cannot divide 7 because 7 is even an odd number. Okay? Odd numbers are not divisible by 2 without a remainder. You must have a remainder. So, 2 cannot go in 7. Can 3 divide 7 without a remainder? No. No. So, it cannot go. Can 4 divide 7? 5. Can it? No. So, the next number we'll have is what? 7. Can 7 divide 7? Let's see. Of course, yes, 7 divided by 7. Any number divided by itself will give us 1. Okay? So therefore, 7 is a prime number. Let's look, let's check if 9 is a prime number. Let's see. 9 divided by 9 will give us 1. Then 9 divided by 2, because 9 is an odd number, we don't expect 2 to divide it without a remainder. So we go to the next number, 3. 9 divided by 3 is what? If you go to your times table, okay, or use your calculator, you find out that 3 can go in 9. How many times? 3. For the fact that it has another factor other than 1 and itself, which is 9, that means it has more factors. That means it's not a prime number rather. So 9 divided by 9 will give us also what? 1. So it has 3 factors. 1, 3, 1. So therefore, 9 is not a prime number. Okay? Because it has 3 factors. 1, 3, and 9 divided by 1. Here. We have 9. 9, 3, and itself. And prime numbers, in prime number has only 2 factors, which is 1 and itself. I believe this explanation is clear. You will now be able to differentiate between prime number and odd number. If that helped, kindly help me like, comment, and share. Thank you.